So your country just played its first ever World Cup match. You watched it. You screamed when everyone else screamed. You panicked when everyone else panicked. But honestly, you have no idea what's going on. Don't worry. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why that referee just waved his arm like he's swatting a fly, and why your neighbor lost his mind over something called offside. Let's break football down, the simple way. Here's the basic idea. 2 teams. 11 players each. 1 ball. 2 goals, 1 at each end of the field. The objective is simple: get the ball into the other team's goal more times than they get it into yours. Whoever scores more goals by the end wins. That's the whole sport. Everything else you're about to learn is just the rules that stop it from turning into total chaos. A match is 90 minutes long, split into 2 halves of 45 minutes each. There's a short break in between, usually about 15 minutes. Now here's something that confuses a lot of new fans: the clock doesn't stop for every little thing. If a player gets injured, or there's a substitution, or the ball goes out, the clock just keeps running. To make up for all that lost time, the referee adds extra minutes at the end of each half. This is called stoppage time or injury time. So when you see a 90+3 on the screen, that just means 3 extra minutes have been added. Each team has 11 players on the field. One of them is the goalkeeper, the only player allowed to use their hands, but only inside their own penalty area, that big box near the goal. The other 10 players are split roughly into defenders, midfielders, and forwards. Defenders try to stop the other team from scoring. Forwards try to score. Midfielders do a bit of both, running around so much you'll wonder if they ever get tired. Teams are also allowed to make substitutions during the match, swapping tired or injured players for fresh ones from the bench. This is the rule that confuses literally everyone at first. Outside of the goalkeeper, no player is allowed to touch the ball with their hands or arms. Not on purpose, anyway. You can use your feet, your legs, your chest, your head, basically anything except your hands and arms. If a player touches the ball with their hand, even by accident, it's called a handball, and the other team gets a free kick. If it happens inside the penalty box, it's even more serious. That gives the other team a penalty kick, which is basically a free shot at goal from very close range with only the goalkeeper to beat. Okay, the rule everyone argues about. Offside. When your teammate passes the ball to you, you can't already be standing closer to the other team's goal than both the ball and the last defender. Basically, you can't be hanging out near the goal waiting for an easy pass while everyone else is still defending. Why does this rule exist? Because without it, players could just camp out next to the opponent's goal all game, waiting for a long ball, and football would turn into a boring game of who can hoof the ball the farthest. Football is a contact sport, but there are limits. If a player trips, pushes, or kicks an opponent unfairly, that's a foul. The other team gets a free kick from where the foul happened. Now, depending on how bad the foul is, the referee can also pull out a card. A yellow card is a warning. It means calm down, that was too rough. A red card means the player is sent off immediately, and their team has to continue the match with 1 fewer player. Get 2 yellow cards in the same game, and that also turns into a red. A couple of quick ones before we wrap up. If the ball goes out over the sideline, the team that didn't touch it last gets to throw it back in with their hands. That's a throw-in. If the ball goes out behind the goal line and the last touch was by a defender, the attacking team gets a corner kick, a free kick taken from the corner of the field. And the referee's whistle? That's basically the voice of the game. It starts play, stops play, signals fouls, and ends each half. And that's it, the basics of football. 2 teams, 1 ball, 11 players, 90 minutes, and a whole lot of passion. Now go enjoy this World Cup. You'll actually understand what's happening, and trust me, that makes the screaming so much more fun.